Hi guys, my name is Beats. This is going to be a review for Chogokin. We have the G rank Henkei Liolaeus, and this is the silver version. This is from the Monster Hunter game, which I know little about. I played PSP version of it a while back, but I didn't get that far enough to actually get cool armors. It's just not my kind of gaming. But I do like armored figures, and so I got this. And it's also designed by Katsuki Hajime. And we see this Ka signature here. Yep. Really cool. And it is a repaint. And a few times that I get a repaint because it looks so cool. Yep. Just something in silver that makes it awesome. Yep. And it does transform. If you haven't seen the first one yet, actually the first one's actually a bit cheaper now. This will probably run you close to $100. Yep. Got mine from Tatsu Hobby. And I think they still have a couple in stock. I'll provide the link down below. And that's it for the box. Let's take a look inside. Alright, I got them side by side. And again, this is the regular version here. And we have the silver. They look great. Now, I could be lazy and tell you guys to just check out the transformation I did on the regular one. But I'm not gonna do that. And actually, it looks cool to see the difference between them when they're in the night mode and as well as the monster mode, or kind of like the dragon. Actually, I'm not sure if the Rathalos is a dragon or a wyvern. Probably is a wyvern. Yep. But yeah, they look great. Now for color differences, for the most part, the red is now displaced with silver. Yep. And the blue highlights here are now red. The sword still has that red inner workings inside, as opposed to this one. And we have a mixture of silver and gunmetal, as opposed to just red. Yep. And the eyes on the dragon, it's another different. I believe on the first one here, or the red one, has a blue eyes, and the silver version has a metallic green. Yep. Yeah, it looks great. And also the design on the wings here are in that really dark green, as opposed to just red here. As well as the base, it's a little different. And we see here there's a 10th anniversary, I guess, and a 40th. On this one, we have Monster Hunter. I'm not sure how well that's gonna show. There we go. And there's also some kind of, I cannot read that characters there. So a little different. And it's just nice to have that black and silver combination. Really cool. Anyways, that's it for just a comparison on the night mode. I'm gonna go ahead and transform it. And we'll see how much I remember. Yeah, we'll see. And here's the red Rathalos in the monster mode. I just want to show this side by side, and more than likely this is how I'm gonna display it, and a good excuse to buy the silver one since they both look cool in both modes. Yep. And before we get to the transformation of silver, I'll probably do some articulation, just quickly go over it, and just pretending that this probably is your first video seeing this one if you haven't seen the red one yet. So here we go. And we have the hunter here. He looks gorgeous. Especially that eyes on the dragon, or the wyvern. And this is just amazing. I really like this. Really cool. Alright, so articulation wise, we have the neck here. It's kind of like your basic neck articulation. He can move side to side. He can look down, but not so much looking up. Yep, there's a little bit of a restriction there. The shoulder armor is connected on the back side with a hinge right there, another hinge, and a swivel point there, which is just a straight peg. So that's good. Let's just move this out of the way. We have the shoulder joint here, which is a ball socket right there on the main torso. Then you have it's like a hinge right there. Over here, you got that swivel point there. Then you have die cast joints here, double jointed, which gives you fairly good articulation there. Then you have the Rathalos head with the mouth looking good. I really like how they painted the teeth. Just that silver paint, it's just amazing. In the inside, not so much. We have a gray piece on the palette, and it seems like a connector point right there. I forgot what was the significance of that one. Maybe for some effect, or to maybe to hold the shield or something of that sort. Now on the other side, this is a movable here on the joint. It's part of the transformation. You get the elbow as well. Mine is a little stiff, but he's able to, same articulation as this side here. Then for the wrist, it's actually double jointed, and again, that's going to be part of the transformation, being able to do that. But double jointed wrist. Now you have a variety of hands. I believe you have the closed fist, the open hands, and maybe one for holding another accessory and one for the sword. I kind of forgot, but I left them on the box. But for the most part, you just need the one to hold the sword. Here's the sword, really cool. And let's put this back here. I'm just looking if there's anything on the eyes of the hunter. Actually, you can barely see it. Now we have the front skirt here, which is on a ball joint. Same thing on the back skirt here. And the back pleat. Yep. Then you have the waist, which you can move side to side. You have the tie area here. And it's in that giant die cast ball joint, and also you have that hinge to move this up and down. Now there's another hinge here which probably allows you to bend this hole, maybe put an angle. That's probably for when it's in a monster mode. Then you have the knee here, gives you about 90-degree bend, and maybe more. Let's see here. Actually, there is quite a bit more. Yep. You got this section of the armor here on the side, which is on a ball joint. You have this part here, which is part of the transformation, but it's going to be your knee armor. The joint on the middle here, it's not that bad actually. It kind of blends well. On the back side here, great detail. Then you have the talons here on the back side and the feet, which gives you quite a bit of articulation, and yeah, that's really good. I don't think there is a knee, or sorry, a toe articulation. Well, actually there is, just a little bit, but it's there. Yeah, really great. And that's it for the articulation, and let's get to transformation. Alright, so for transformation, let's remove the sword here. There we go. And let's see if I remember this. Alright, so first off, we're gonna move this head on the back side here. Let's just clear out this shoulder here. Put this down. There we go. There's a little tab there, and it will just rest like so. Next part is this chest here. We have to open it up, and this whole front chest part is in die cast. There is a tab here which we're gonna fold down, and same way as this one here as well. Let's see here. There we go. This front skirt is gonna be flipped, but I'm just gonna put it on the side like so because the spikes could get in the way later on as we move things around. Then the next part, we're gonna bring this up here, turn it around. Likewise, same thing here, but we're not gonna turn this around. Just maybe in that position. There we go. Next part, you'll see this. There's a little bit of we call it piston, or not quite, but it's a peg, and basically you just kind of shift it up. And although maybe I have to push this a little bit more to kind of give it a little bit of space. There we go. Something's getting caught. There we go. So I just basically move that up, and we're gonna turn this around, And likewise, we're gonna bend this, gonna tuck it in, bend this forward here, and actually the elbow, that's where I needed to bend that. So you could use the closed fist on this, but this seems to work for me as I did on the red Rathalos. So even this, see if we can just bend it properly. There we go. It should be fine. Tuck it in right in the middle. Then we're gonna close this front part here on the chest. There we go. There's no tabs. It's just, you know, try to get as close as possible to the middle. Now this front skirts, should have probably put them over before, but just gonna be like this. I'm a bit worried about paint scraping. It seems that it might happen, but so far not really. I gotta bring this joint down. Nope. Huh. Seems like it's double jointed, but it's not really. Alright, there we go. Got that cleared out of the way. It's kind of hard to grip with that spiky. And I think that's good. Now this part here, we're gonna flip over. It's gonna cover the front part of the neck. And we're just gonna get that joint reacquainted. There we go. Now for this shoulder, we're just gonna fold this down or forward again. And on the back side, we're gonna extend this out. Yep. And now we're gonna work on the feet, or the legs actually. So this one, we're gonna bring this down here. Yeah, keep touching the points, it's sharp. Same thing on this one here. There we go. Push this on the side. Same thing here. Now we gotta bend this. It does have that chicken leg. There we go. Same thing on the other side. Yeah, it's transformation is actually fairly simple. It's not that complicated. Alright, so once we got that, we have to extend the joint here. So this one actually extends. See, there's like a part there and it snaps in place. There we go. Open this up. And we get the 3 toes there, as well as the other side. Then I bring down the talons down. There we go. And actually, I believe you can even bend the toes forward. Not so much on the other two, but you do have that little bit of option there. So that's nice. And we're just gonna bend this out. Hey, there's still a hinge there. I'm kind of curious. Maybe there we go. Gonna open it up a bit to the side. And there. Almost there. So we just need the wings and the tail. So for the tail, let's just put this aside. We have it right here. So for this one, we're just gonna open this up here and bring this down. That way you can bend the tail. And we're just gonna attach this on top. And there we go. This attach on the bottom here. Just slides in. It doesn't really snap in place, but as long as you get it in there and get this thing to hold. Actually, it's not a secure connection, but it just rests on top. And that should be fine right there. Last but not least, we got the wings. Let's see here. So, And gotta find the right balance to get that feet up. It is not heavy, but you still have to find that balance. Sometimes the joint does get a little loose from the weight. Yeah. So anyways, we got the wings here. Some nice details. Actually, it's the same color on both sides. The red one is different. Yeah, so you just pick a side here. I think it does not matter for this one. So we're just gonna bend this here and connect it right here. There we go. Turn this top part forward. Yep. And that's one side. Do the same for the other one here as well. There we go. And there we go. We got the Rathalos in his monster form. It looks great. And I just need to work on the legs here, just to get him to stand just a little bit. There we go. Now, connection point, let's see here. That's going to be a hard access to have that point on the back side. Yeah, you basically don't have that connection point anymore. And I like how the back of the head kind of fits well as the back of the body. Yep. There's a little hollow gaps here and there, but for the most part, it looks great. I mean, from afar, it does look like the Rathalos. And let me just place this in the base here. We can take this out for the time being. I probably just use a blue tacks if I'm displaying in the monster mode. Here it is side by side, both monster mode, and they look great. But like I said before, more than likely I'll put one of them back into hunter mode. Yeah, great figure. I highly recommend getting the silver one if you can. It is quite expensive, a bit close to $100, give or take. And again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I don't think it's listed in their web store, but the last time I checked, they do carry it in store. And you can always inquire about it. I'll provide the link down below to send an inquiry. Otherwise, yeah, again, great figure. I think I mentioned before I had a little bit of paint issue or maybe a slight paint chipping on the red one. But on the silver one, you hardly notice it. And the paint job is great. Yep, really nice. Anyways, that's about it for the review. Hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.